before. Entertainment discos are mainly places where people try to escape the reality, at least for a while, but this is not about that. We try to face it, face the reality. As we all know, the name of this course comes from the words diversity, inclusion and social cohesion. And these are the topics we are concentrating on during these 2 weeks. This campus where we are now is a place where we have started the training and teaching activities already before the war. Half of Diakonia University to officially call this Ipdisco open. So welcome, please enjoy your stay here.
It is the 3rd year of implementing our program in diversity, inclusion, or social cohesion. And I would like to congratulate the organizers who have really made it possible for us to be here. I think the team of Reita, that is Tony and Prakas and Rika, and our Finnish hosts deserve a big round of applause for getting us all. In 1997, the idea was to have an ever-expanding Europe. An ever-expanding Europe, and a Europe that has to come closer and closer with each other. In the process of expansion, and at the same time coming closer to each other, who are those sectors which are excluded? In the process of coming together, who are those who come together, and who are those who are not invited? We thought of bringing resources together in order to bring students like yourselves, young professionals, who ask the questions and are able to transact these questions in the jobs, in the engagements that you will have in the future. And how best to do that if not bringing all of you together from all walks of life, representing your own diversities and bringing it in a common ground where there is a non-judgmental atmosphere, where there is a freedom to speak and a freedom to be yourselves. In other words, today, that expanding Europe is yourselves. You also represent the dream of inclusion. You also represent that one big circle of humanity that says everybody has a voice. Imagine 30 young, gifted, young women like yourselves, young men like yourselves all over the world. The harvest will be rich. And that is the vision of Ipdisco.
I will ask you in these country teams, little bit, couple of minutes to discuss that what kind of, let's say, preoccupation you have in your mind concerning Finland. What kind of country or entity or mess or whatever you think Finland is?
Well, Finland is very family friendly.
Okay.
And when there's more respect for and inclusion for disabled people.
Mm-hmm.
And perhaps there are more women into high professional positions.
Mm-hmm.
Which is being said that it causes a lot of depressions and suicide, and so well, that's about the negative side of Finland. And then, yeah, and then there are beautiful nature and a lot of lakes, a good school system and social system, a better gender equality than in the rest of the world. English is a commonly known language. But it's maybe because Finnish is a very strange and tough language, and honesty, trustworthy, introvert, not expressing ourselves, not, what's that word?
Closed culture, closed.
Keep things to themselves. Don't put
Limited social skills. Time conscious, workaholic, cold and snow. People are cold and snow.
We did yesterday. Yesterday we were talking very much about, let's say, Finland as a case of developing a national identity, or national multiple identities, what it means. Looking at our own situation somewhat and saying, how is that discussion about our national identity? For example, what is the identity of somebody who says, I'm Polish? Is it one identity? Is it many identities? Do I have one identity or many in relation to that debate? And we could. So Finland was where we are, but it was also like opening a box, viewed differently by different people in those countries. So let's take this example about Roma. So Roma in Finland are viewed by different Finnish people differently, and also Roma in Finland see themselves differently than Roma in other countries. So there's always a triangle going on. There's the person, her or himself, and there's the perception of the other, what you see, and there's the kind of dominant idea in the society. These things are related, and what you find going on is always a mirroring process.